with Veshawn Champion.
Yeah, the chosen champion.
Veshawn Champion. Congratulations on your win tonight. I was doing a lot of moving around. Did you get the stoppage or was it a decision?
That was third round stoppage.
Okay, you did get the stoppage.
Yes, sir.
At first it seemed like it was going to be, somewhat of a technical fight. And then all of a sudden you started coming on and, weighing them out. Can you explain what happened?
So after the first round, this was a 5-day notice, so I didn't get as much of the camp out of it. So after the first round, I went to the corner. And I was like, okay, I gotta establish jab. But then I started feeling my legs, like I started feeling burning. So after the second round, that's why he won the second round, without a doubt. So when I went to the corner, I told my coach, like, hey, yo, my fault, I'm sorry. I'm about to go ahead and finish it. I got no choice, because I know if we go to the fourth round, I'm gonna gas out. So that's when after that, I seen that he didn't like my power, and I seen he was bleeding, so that was affecting his breathing too. So I was just putting that in my head, like, just keep hitting with that same shot, and it worked perfectly. And I was waiting on the ref to wave it off. And then at the left side, I seen the doctor wave it out. I'm like, thank God, because if I didn't get him out of there, they'd probably took it away from me, and I would have lost my, my O.
Is this your first knockout?
Yeah, it's my first knockout. Yeah.
Okay.
Pro, yes.
Rashad KILPATRIck, can you? How does he compare to your first opponent?
He don't. My first opponent, he had 300 amateur fights. He beat likes of like Ryan Garcia. He fought Devin Haney. He was a very well decorated amateur.
Wow.
We thought he had 18 fights. And that's what the promoter had told us. So we went ahead and took it. And he was actually, you could see the experience out of him when we first fought. And it was a dog fight. So this fight right here, we took it, and because we seen so many flaws that he had took. Every time I feinted him, he was biting. And I seen he couldn't, he don't have a chin, he couldn't hit hard. He had a pillow against me. So that's why we took the fight in 5 days, you know what I mean? It was a strategic, fight to take, you know what I mean?
How many amateur fights have you had?
I only had 9 amateur fights.
Wow.
Yeah, I was 6-3 with 4 knockouts. That's why I just went pro 22.
You're 22?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I love that. That was a question.
Yeah.
But tell me, that first round, y'all opened up. Both of you guys would come out throwing bombs. You know what I mean? That's why I thought it was going to probably be a knockout in this fight. But but taking the fight on the last minute notice, what kind of game plan can you put together for a guy like that?
I knew I had to reach and the height advantage on him, so we first said we got to keep the jab. I'll keep the jab and keep the pressure on him. And out of the films that I saw him having, he was fighting a lot of people that really wasn't that well, and he was backing up, and he was letting them fight him off the ropes. So I was telling myself I got to accept the pressure and put pressure on him. But then I let him come inside because I hit him with an uppercut, and that's one of my great punches that I have is my left uppercut. And I hit him the first time, and I was like, I'm gonna let him think that he got me in the ropes. And I hit him again with the second one. And then I went to the corner like he don't like that power. He don't like me. He don't want to be here. I want to be here. That's the difference between me and him.
You sound like you had a lot of confidence.
Oh yeah.
I heard it because I was right there, in your corner and everything. I heard you had a lot of confidence coming in. But as coaches, what did you see him to make that adjustment? And what you guys noticed from the little bit of film y'all had on him? To tell Deshaun to pick it up a little bit more, press him a little bit more.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. When he came back in the corner on the second round, I said, the game plan we had, throw it out the window and get violent. And that's what he went and did. So it was all fun and games and everything, but we knew that we didn't have the right camp. Like, we didn't do the right things, you know what I mean, and get ourselves in shape because we only had 5 days. So we knew that we had to come fight mentally. So that's what I told him. I said, this is going to be a mental war for you. You have to push yourself through it. You're going to have to go through a fight if you want to take this fight. He gave me the okay, said he wanted to take it. You know what I mean? Here.
Well, getting a win like that, what's your next fight for you guys?
Right now,
you got he was 5-0,
yes,
and you came and you stopped him. So now, what kind of fights have you guys taken? You can't go backwards now.
Yeah, they're definitely not going backwards. We definitely go back to the drawing boards. We get a lot of fights. We had opportunities to fight on BBC and the Alta de la Hoya card. We turned those down because it was literally 3-day notice, 5-day notice, and I wasn't trying to get set up. You know what I mean? And then our last fight, we were supposed to fight another card today, but he backed out, and his excuse was I was a highly decorated amateur. That was you know what I mean? That was cap. But so we took this fight, and the whole time we was training, I was kind of in a depressed mode because I was in go mode when I got signed that first contract. And I was in a depressed moment, you know what I mean? I'm at home, I take care of my grandpa, he's paralyzed. So that was my motivation, you know what I mean? Come back home and bring the chip back to him, you know what I mean? So,
you're from Ohio?
Yes, sir, Dayton, Ohio.
Okay, Dayton, Ohio. I've been to Ohio, I've been to Columbus one time.
It's about an hour away from Columbus.
Okay.
Yes.
It was really boring in Columbus. I've never been to Dayton, but what's the boxing scene out there in Ohio like?
So the boxing scene in Ohio itself, Cincinnati and Toledo is like the main places to go to train. Dayton really don't, we're a football, basketball area, so I'm trying to bring it back to the city. We have Chris Pearson. He was signed with the Golden Boys.
I know Chris.
Team.
Will Clemens.
Yeah, so we got a lot of people that that was there, but they lost the touch. They lost the passion to keep going forward. And I'm trying to bring that back to my community and the kids that I'm around that's in my gym. I'm trying to bring that back to them, bring them back hope. But it's a lot of deaths and a lot of bad stuff going on in my city. So I'm trying to bring that shit up, bring it back.
All right, what's it like fighting in the DMV area? You fighting on Corey Sanders at CyNation Sports. What's it like fighting on one of his cards?
I know this is probably the best opportunity I ever had. I love it out here. We went to DC. I've never been to DC in my life.
Okay.
I've been to Virginia. That's where we are right now. That's where we're staying in. So there's a lot of different scenes. It's not a lot at home to look at.
Yeah.
Going here. So it's very mind opening to get away from where you're coming from.
Yeah. Would you? How soon would you like to get back in the ring? Would you want to fight on another CyNation card or anybody's card?
Oh yeah, if he promotes us, give us another fight, I definitely would take it. And right now we got a 30-day suspension, so I'm gonna have to wait for that medical suspension to be up, and then I'm ready to fight again. And 30 days, that's giving me enough time to get back into the gym and get back to fixing my blueprint, fixing my base.
Okay. Any social media sites where people follow you at, Veshawn?
You can follow me at the.chosen.champ, the Chosen Champ.
All right, there he is, Veshawn Champion. Thank you for your time, brother.
No problem.